My love, I know I'm far from perfect. I'm not the best person on this planet, and I don't pretend to be. There are times when I act selfishly, when I become emotionally distant, and when I may come across as a complete jerk. I recognize my flaws. But I hope you understand that it's not because I don't care, it's because I've had to make certain choices to protect my peace of mind, my goals, and my emotional well-being. For me, my dreams and aspirations hold deep meaning. They're not just ambitions, they are the foundation I've built my life upon. My mental peace is something I guard fiercely because I've experienced how easy it is to lose yourself when you let the chaos of the world in. That's why I don't talk to many people, and I'm not someone who's always available on the phone. I often miss calls or don't respond right away, not because I'm ignoring anyone, but because I value solitude. I need quiet to think, to reflect, to grow. I've learned to prioritize my energy. I keep my circle small because not everyone deserves access to my time and emotions. I don't want distractions that can pull me away from the life I'm trying to build. I avoid gossip, drama, and unnecessary noise. I don't involve myself in other people's business, not because I'm cold, but because I genuinely don't care to judge or monitor anyone else's journey. I don't use social media, and I've intentionally created a simple, quiet life that gives me space to breathe. Most people don't understand this version of me, and honestly, I've stopped expecting them to. I've experienced enough disappointment in the past to know that trying to be understood by everyone is a losing battle. People often form opinions without knowing the full story, and I've come to accept that. I've changed because of what I've lived through. I've been hurt, taken for granted, and misjudged. And each of those experiences has taught me something valuable. One of the most important things I've realized is that in this world, only God can truly love and understand us without conditions or expectations. People, no matter how close they are, often base their love on what you can do for them. As long as you're giving, they admire you. But the moment you stop, the admiration fades, and the criticism begins. I've felt that shift too many times, and I refuse to be used or manipulated again. That's why I've let go of the need to please anyone. I no longer live for the approval of others. What people think of me is no longer my concern. I don't seek validation, and I don't feel the need to explain myself. I make decisions based on what feels right to me, not on what others might think is best. I talk to only a few trusted people, and I've learned to be okay with being misunderstood by the rest. Cutting toxic people out of my life has been one of the most difficult, but necessary, things I've done. Some of them were people I deeply cared for, but I had to choose peace over chaos. After struggling for so long, I've finally made myself a priority. I've started loving myself enough to protect my boundaries, to say no without guilt, and to walk away from anything that threatens my emotional well-being. These lessons didn't come easy. They came from heartbreak, betrayal, and sleepless nights. They came from giving too much of myself to people who didn't value it. But I've learned now, and I don't want to go back to who I used to be. I've grown stronger, wiser, and more intentional. I've made mistakes in the past, but I'm committed to not repeating them. I don't know if this version of me is someone you will still love. I don't know if the person I've become fits into your world. But what I do know is that I won't change myself for anyone, not anymore. If you can love me as I am, flaws, boundaries, solitude and all, then I will welcome you into my life with open arms and a full heart. But if you can't, I won't chase you. I won't beg, I won't plead, and I won't try to prove my worth. Please understand, I've been through more than I often show. I've carried silent battles, cried in private, and rebuilt myself brick by brick. I can't afford to go through that all over again. At this point in my life, all I truly want is peace. A calm, happy life without unnecessary drama, without mind games, without people trying to control me or change me. The only one who has the right to guide my life is God. So, please think carefully. Don't feel obligated to stay if this isn't what you want. I'll understand. I won't be hurt if you decide to walk away. All I ask is that you respect the journey I've been on, even if you choose not to walk beside me. Sweetheart, I've been your friend, your guide, your constant well-wisher for a long time now. We've shared countless memories together, laughing at silly jokes, comforting each other in hard times, dreaming out loud about the future, and talking for hours without ever running out of things to say. Over time, these moments became the most precious part of my life. And somewhere along the way, something began to change in my heart. I didn't even realize when our friendship began to transform into something deeper, something stronger, something I can now confidently call love. At first, I didn't recognize what was happening. I thought the care, the affection, the constant concern I felt for you were just the usual emotions that come with a strong friendship. I thought that maybe I was just being a really good friend, one who happened to feel a little more than most. But then, something unexpected made me question all of that. One day, someone else tried to get close to you. They tried to gain your attention, and you responded kindly, just like you always do. But something inside me shifted. I felt uneasy. I didn't like it, not one bit. There was a strange feeling in my chest, something I hadn't felt before. I felt angry, and to my own surprise, I felt jealous. I didn't like seeing you give someone else the attention that I had grown used to receiving. Even then, I tried to convince myself it was normal. I told myself, you're just a good friend who's a little possessive. That's all. But life has a way of bringing clarity when you least expect it. Not long after, someone asked me out. You were genuinely happy for me. You encouraged me to go, and your excitement made me feel like maybe I should give it a chance. So I did. I went on that date, trying to be present, trying to give the other person a fair shot. But the entire time, my mind was somewhere else. No, it was with someone else. I kept comparing everything they said and did to how you would have said it, how you would have reacted. I kept thinking how much more comfortable, more complete I would feel if you were the one sitting across from me. It didn't happen just once. It kept happening, over and over again. No matter who I met, no matter how kind or lovely they were, no one ever made me feel what you do. It became painfully clear that I wasn't searching for love anymore. I had already found it, and it was you. I confided in someone about what I was feeling. They told me to try staying away from you for a while, to give myself some space, and see how I felt. If, after a little time and distance, I moved on and forgot about you, then maybe it was just friendship. But if the ache only grew stronger, if the emptiness deepened with each passing day, then I would know, it wasn't friendship anymore. It was love. So I followed that advice. I distanced myself. I kept myself busy, trying new things, meeting new people, diving into distractions. I tried everything I could to keep thoughts of you away. But it didn't work. With every passing day, I missed you more. I missed your voice, your laughter, your energy, your kindness. There were moments when I felt an overwhelming sadness, moments when I just wanted to cry. I missed you so badly it physically hurt sometimes. That's when I finally accepted the truth that had been growing in my heart all along. This wasn't just a deep friendship. This was love. Real, undeniable, unshakable love. And that's why I'm here now. I've come back, not just to see you, not just to pick up where we left off, but to tell you what I've been holding inside for far too long. I love you. I'm in love with you. Deeply. Completely. Madly. I've come back to win your heart, to show you a new side of me, a version of myself that no longer hides or doubts or waits in silence. I want to be with you, not as a friend anymore, but as someone who cherishes you, supports you, dreams with you, and loves you with everything I have. This time, I won't hold anything back. I'm going to be open, honest, and confident about my feelings. I'm going to tell you every day how much you mean to me. I want to court you, to make you feel as special and loved as you've made me feel all these years. I want to build something beautiful with you, something based not just on friendship, but on love, trust, and shared dreams. So get ready, my love. An avalanche of romance is coming your way. I'm going to show you what it feels like to be loved with all of someone's heart. And this time, you won't be able to protect yours, because I'm here to steal it, and never let it go.